The newest superhero Blue Beetle is here in high definition. Its gear not only surpasses Iron Man, but also makes Spider-Man and Venom unbeatable. With a single thought, its armor can become a lightsaber fortress, easily shielding it from Chung Dun's attacks. It can also instantly morph into any weapon it desires, instantly granting it explosive combat prowess. It can survive in outer space. To own this armor, you must be the only alien scarab that possessed Jamie, a recent graduate of a prestigious university. But when he returned to his hometown, he found that his family was not only so poor that his sister had to drop out of school, but also could not afford the rent in the civilian area. So this top student ambitiously promised his family that he would use his diploma to let the whole family live a rich life. Not surprisingly, Jaime stood in front of the mansion in a blink of an eye. He succeeded and became a healthcare provider of Code Group with the recommendation of his sister. Jamie accidentally discovered Code's shocking secret while quietly lazy, becoming as famous as Batman's Wayne Group. It turned out that their chairman Victoria found the Shadow Eye of Shadon and obtained the alien technology blue armor from it. He immediately asked the company to use this technology. The fuselage team developed a Venom-like fuselage and prepared to manufacture super soldiers on a large scale and sell them to the military. But niece Jenny didn't want her father's company to become an arsenal in the hands of her aunt. When the chairman wanted Jenny to clarify her position, Jaime, who was hiding nearby, immediately appeared to stop her. The siblings lost the cleaning job, but they never anticipated Bai Fu Mei Jin would offer her another opportunity. The sister teased Jamie about jumping onto the tree and becoming a phoenix. She was also fantasizing about the sequel with the goddess. The next day, Jenny came to Code Company for an interview, having already forgotten her. She secretly took the access card of the experimenter and successfully sneaked into the laboratory where the armor was made. She picked up the Blue Beetle, placed it in a hamburger box, and left calmly. The experimenter discovered that the beetle was stolen, then immediately sounded the alarm and locked the door. Jenny was about to walk out of the door when she was stopped by Jamie, who came for the interview. Seeing that she couldn't escape, she immediately stuffed the hamburger to Jamie and told her to keep the box safe and not to open it. Jenny led the security guards to catch the thief in the opposite direction after Jamie returned home, surprising her. She said she would go to find a job, but she only brought back a hamburger. Driven by curiosity, next she wanted to open the box to find out. The fate of this poor boy would also start at this moment. This is an alien blue beetle that is more terrifying than a super spider. The body that flashes purple highlights her domineering aura. Before the boy can study it carefully, the beetle instantly jumps on her face. The family members immediately stepped forward to stop it. Unexpectedly, the lightning she emitted blew away the trees. The electric current instantly destroyed all the electrical appliances in the house, even the transformer outside. Then the blue beetle rushed towards the boy, crawled onto her back, and got into her body in the blink of an eye. As Jamie screamed in pain, 6 terrifying long legs grew out of her spine. Then her clothes were burned crazily. An unknown liquid similar to venom completely wrapped her up. Then she put on a blue armor that Spider-Man envied. Moreover, this armor already had more advanced intelligence than Iron Man's armor. The next second, a voice came from Jamie's mind saying that the technology had been completed and would be launched soon. Before she could react, the armor star flew out of the atmosphere and into outer space in just a few seconds. Jamie was just about to enjoy the scenery when the armor began to free fall. Jamie was falling through the atmosphere towards the sea with sparks flying all the way. Just when she thought she was doomed, another thought came to her mind. Jamie was about to breathe a sigh of relief when she heard the sound just now, but then the speed test began. She rushed all the way and unexpectedly unlocked the armor and flew at supersonic speed. Jamie became the brightest spirit in the city. Not only the glass on the building was damaged, but even the soldiers parked on the roadside could not escape this force. Who knew that Jamie had just stood up when a bus hit her again? The blue armor full suit automatically turned on to protect the speed. She and all the passengers were shocked. The bus was cut in half. After returning home, she was at a loss when she saw the beetle growing on her back. Jamie found Jenny and was asked to keep the beetle and help remove it from her body. But Jenny said that the blue beetle had its own consciousness, so the armor was not under Jamie's control. Moreover, the blue beetle would not choose its host casually. Jenny said that now she had to go to the base left by her father to think of a solution because there was detailed information about the scarab. The two sneaked into Code Company and got a watch, which was the key to open the base. The two wanted to leave quickly, but they ran into Code Company's strongest mechanical warrior. The opponent did not say a word and directly started fighting. The symbiote instantly turned on the master protection mode. Jamie punched the opponent, sending him flying. The armored warrior lightly pressed the button on the back of his head, and high-tech armor, similar to Iron Man, immediately wrapped around his body. Jamie, inexperienced in combat, was instantly overpowered in the wrestling match. It was a waste of alien technology. The host was about to be killed. The symbiote took control of the armor. The powerful energy field instantly knocked the opponent up, followed by a set of smooth close-quarters punches which immediately knocked down the mecha warrior. The armor fired another energy cannon, leaving the opponent without any chance to fight back. The next second, he said that his double knives slid out a spark of fire and were about to end the opponent. Jamie, unwilling to kill, retrieved the symbiote just in time, giving the opponent a chance to get up and escape. After that, the weak machine control suit was abused like a dog. It seemed that the opponent would end it. Fortunately, the teammates came to support in time. After getting rid of the opponent, several people came to Jenny's father's base as soon as possible. After inspections and analysis, they found that Blue Beetle and Jamie are now in a symbiotic relationship. The beetle can be separated unless killed. When several people are thinking of a solution, the Code Company fighter plane goes straight to Jamie's house. Obviously, the other party threatened him to hand over the Blue Beetle by threatening his family. When the poor boy Jamie learned that the bad guys wanted to kidnap his family and threatened him to hand over the armor, he immediately rushed home. The beetle armor could release various weapons for him at will. The moment he landed on the ground, he blocked all attacks for his family. He turned around and fired an energy cannon, instantly killing the enemy with the crossbow. Then he released the beetle, fixing the enemy in place. He prepared to shoot down the opponent's command plane, but unexpectedly, his old father suddenly felt distressed. An electric cable shot out from the plane and instantly controlled the beetle when he wanted to run to check. He not only lost his combat power and was taken away by the bad guys, but even his home was burned to ashes. Jamie woke up in the lab, fixed in place. The opponent aimed to extract the blue beetle code from his body and implant it into their mechanical battle. As the opponent pressed the transfer button, the beetle screamed in pain and his superpowers were quickly drained. Just before swimming and crying, Jamie accidentally entered his subconscious and saw his deceased father. Under the opponent's guidance, he and the blue beetle in his body merged completely. Upon completion of the transfer, the artificial warrior also reached the ultimate evolution. The machinery on his body seemed to have life and madly took over his body. In a blink of an eye, he was covered in steel. Beetle armor wakes up again. He just escapes from the lab when an explosion occurs. A humanoid robot comes out of it. The opponent fires a cannon and sends beetle armor flying. Then the two of them start fighting. However, the villain who got the blue beetle's technology is now not at all inferior. He can even turn the lack of combat experience into the host of the experience thoroughly touched him and tore off the wings of the beetle in the air. Luckily, the beetle also seized the chance to wreck his flying machine, and both plummeted from the tall palace. The blue beetle transformed into a long knife, and the villain summoned an electric whip, proving that he was still not a match. The opponent was facing the heavy middle unified beetle. Just when the tiger wanted to visit, he didn't expect that Dahu instantly turned into an electric roll. He had no choice but to ask the symbiote for help. The blue beetle first sprayed energy to send the opponent flying, and then it transformed into another weapon, and then combined the two weapons into one in a cool way, drawing a gorgeous sword flower on the ground. Then there was an explosive battle. The blue beetle, who turned the situation around, fought further and further and even had the upper hand. The opponent seized the opportunity and pierced his body with an arrow. Then, the opponent lifted his calf from behind and began to attack frantically, but this only tickled the villain's thick armor. He quickly lost his ability to fight. The opponent turned into a steel sword and killed him while he was playing the guitar, and his teammates threw rocks at him. He taunted, hit the beetle, dodged, but the opponent turned around and shot him. The endless anger made the beetle explode again. In the rampage mode of Xiao Yuzhou, he completely controlled the battle situation. Blue Beetle tied up the opponent and removed the helmet. Then he transformed into a long sword, but the symbiote stopped him in time. The host realized that he was also a pawn of the company's senior management. The mecha warrior, knowing the truth, grabbed his boss, activated the armor, self-destructed, and left. After the violent explosion, all the company's armor was completely pushed back. The boy won the woman and started his counter-attack life to save the world. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for new upcoming videos, and if you want a movie to be featured, let us know in the comments.